let's just start with Gallant's trip to Washington. It comes at a time, we've spoken about this on the show, of increasing amount of fractiousness in that U.S.-Israel relationship. What is the purpose of Gallant's trip?
So these have become very regular visits, whether Blinken's visits to the Middle East or Israeli officials to the U.S. What's interesting here is that we're seeing the U.S. taking every opportunity to reaffirm and tell Israel not to open a second front with Lebanon on its northern border, fighting with Hezbollah, of course. And we saw, and despite these conflicting reports we've been seeing, and we've been talking about whether the U.S. would give the green light to Israel to go ahead with that or not, we saw a top U.S. military official yesterday saying that it is important that Israel doesn't open the second front because it would likely draw in Iran.
Yeah.
And the U.S. might not even be able to help Israel because of Hezbollah's short-range missiles. Yeah. Now, we remember the long-range missiles that Iran fired, and, of course, the U.S. and the U.K. helped, and that was they were able to help because of the defense systems.
Yeah.
But with Hezbollah's proximity to the border, short-range missiles, it might be even more difficult for others.
And crucially, the precision-guided missiles as well. That Hezbollah, it's a totally different ballgame with Hezbollah. As we know. You know, one thing, Dana, that I thought was really interesting out of Netanyahu's interview is, well, two things. He obviously did mention that he's looking to lower the intensity of the fight in Gaza, potential redeployment in the north. But then he also said he would actually be open to a diplomatic solution. That came up in the interview. Was that not notable, in your view?
It was very notable, and I think the interview, his first, right, for local media, I think it was very worrying because there was no reducing any kind of tensions here. So he was saying he won't agree to a partial, he would only agree to a partial ceasefire, and he would be ready to open a second front, saying Israel is prepared to fight on multiple fronts. And this was kind of worrying for probably the U.S. and the region as a whole because, like we've been saying on the show, a war with Lebanon will really engulf the entire region. This is not going to be just another front like the Gaza war. This is Hezbollah, one of the world's most equipped and armed militias, with the backing of Iran. And like we've been saying also, that Hezbollah is Iran's crown jewel.
Yeah.
It would be very hard for Iran to see it not exist anymore.